and it's great to see your faces here on Zoom. I hope you're doing well. You all look well. We're going to be talking about a few word groups today, things that are a little difficult to teach to our students, things that we watch them work hard at learning, and things that I've discovered, and I think maybe you have or will discover, that total physical response, that body movements associated with vocabulary, uh, when used appropriately, can help them learn better in the sense of can help them recall better, that they're just better able to bring things to their language without a lot of digging and recalling. And so we're going to look at some word groups in total physical response. Uh, I'm looking at you. I understand you're looking at me. I'm looking at you. And I just want to see, first of all, how many of you come to this as teachers? Your background is in teaching, in education. Okay. I'm seeing several of you. Uh, how many of you come here? No, you didn't teach before you got into this kind of service. So any of you? Okay, on this screen, I'm not seeing any show of hands on the screen. How many of you uh, enjoy using total physical response (TPR) in your instruction? Okay, a few hands. I would ask who here just doesn't know what TPR is, and but that's okay. If you don't know what it is, maybe at the end of this session you'll have an idea. I'm going to share a PowerPoint with you. Good. I hope you can see that. Today we're going to study TPR involving pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, which are very difficult. Prepositions, today I'm going to use prepositions of locations. Over, under, above, below, on, in, at, um, yeah, in front of, behind, beside, between. And question words: who, what, when, where, why, how many, how much, and how long. And so I'm going to give you today uh, some physical, it's almost a physical chant, almost a dance and chant that you can use to help your students recall these things more easily. All right, let's see. What is TPR? So total physical response. I like this definition from the teacher toolkit. Total physical response is a method of teaching language or vocabulary concepts by using physical movement. Hang on just a second. My my pictures of you are over my text. Okay, now I've got it corrected. Uh, by using physical movement to react to verbal input. Physical movement to react or to engage with physical input. So we'll talk about that in a moment. The process mimics the way that infants learn their first language. I think that's significant. And it reduces student inhibitions and lowers stress. And of course, as we've talked about hospitality lowers stress, and TPR lowers stress as well. The purpose of TPR is to create a brain link between speech and action to boost language and vocabulary learning. I think we could stop and talk about some wonderful stories. I know all of us would have something to react to in this definition, but I think it's going to come out later, so we're just going to pursue continuing. Hope that I can. All right, there we go. So why TPR? I think about total physical response as opening doors to learning and remembering. There are different doors that we have to to remember and to learn. And we have our eyes, for example. Your eyes tell you quickly when you walk into a room if something's been moved, if something's lost, if something's right, if something's wrong. Um, Different cultures engage the eyes differently in how they use them for uh, uh, seeing what's right and what's wrong. Different cultures mark things differently. I know in the mountains of Honduras, well, let me say this. I know that in teaching adult education, we use sight words. We want certain words to be sight words. While in the mountains of Honduras, I don't think sight reading was much of a concept. My friends would send me text messages and spell words differently every time based on the phonetics of how the word was sounded out at that moment. Sometimes even spelling their family members' names differently, or sometimes even spelling their own names differently, depending on how they sounded them out at that moment. Just our ears also are a way of remembering. Uh, you even as a kid riding a bicycle, I'll be riding that bicycle all along, but all of a sudden I hear that click thunk, and I know that the chain has slipped on my bicycle. And my ears tell me that I'm going to have to get off and get my fingers greasy putting that chain back on to my bicycle. So ears are also a way of remembering. But body movements also are a way of remembering. The best way I can tell you this is musical instruments. I learned to play a song on the piano when I was a kid, and if you ask me to tell you how to play that song, I probably couldn't remember. I might be able to say, well, you start on middle C, you know. But after that, when I sit down to play that song on the piano, my body just takes over. My muscles remember. And if you play a musical instrument, I'm sure uh, that's much the same for you. When you drive your car to work, do you have to decide and remember every turn to take? Or are you thinking about your class that you've been preparing? Isn't it interesting that we don't have to rethink and reevaluate everything that we're doing all the time? It would kill us if we had to be that much in the decision making process. And so body movements are a way of remembering. And also, uh, when people are upset, it's hard to learn. When you're uncomfortable or upset, it's hard to learn. And the doorway of body movements and of almost singing a song or a chant as you learn language, it drops those what we call affective filters, those bad feelings that keep the information, keep the learning from coming in. And with lowered affective filters, with lowered um, anxiety, you're just more likely to observe and retain what is being taught. Now, TPR, I say you can use it for difficult flecks of language, particles of language, parts of language. You think of language, you want to speak language in chunks, but those chunks are made up of flecks. And if someone's having to recall every little fleck of language, they're going to be working so hard to speak. Um, they're going to need help. Recalling parts of speech, it can cost way too much reflection. And in recalling vocabulary, sometimes the train of meaning gets lost. Have you seen that in your students? They're looking for vocabulary, they're looking for an expression, and they just get lost. And so we need to establish an automatic, unreflective way that they can recall things. What if your students had unreflective control of these pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Prepositions, above, below, over, under, on, in, at, in front of, behind, beside, between. And the question words, who, what, when, where, why, how much, how many, how long. Wouldn't that be good? So normally, when we look at pronouns, uh, we're thinking about those many sounds, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. And, you know, when you use a pronoun, have you noticed that it's usually not stressed? For example, I don't say I am Richard, I say I'm Richard. I don't say I am from Meridian, I say I'm from Meridian. I don't say she is in Tuscaloosa, I say she's in Tuscaloosa. And so because the pronouns are not stressed, the information giving in pronouns means they're difficult to hear. And if you're already not really sure and confident with your pronouns, imagine how much more difficult it is to hear them. And not only do you need to hear, the reason you need to hear them, I should say, the reason you need to hear is they carry very important concepts. They tell if we're talking about the first person, myself or the person listening, excuse me, myself or the group of people I'm a part of, or the person or the people that I'm talking to, or whether we're talking about somebody else. So they tell us if it's first, second, or third person. They also tell us the number. Are we talking about one person or more than one person? They also tell us the gender, male, female, or neither. I didn't say neuter, I said neither, because in English, that seems to be the way we use it. In other languages, they use it a little differently. They ascribe gender to inanimate objects, but in English, we tend to describe maleness to boys and men, and femaleness to girls and women. And beyond that, usually only pets who have names. And beyond that, we don't ascribe maleness or femaleness. When we teach pronouns, we usually give our students something like this. Does that not seem a little intimidating? Especially if you have a 6th grade education. I've observed that my students find it easier to recall these if they're anchored to hand motions. And I teach them initially anchored to the verb to be. And I provide more repetition at the beginning. And I also provide a better chart. So I've sent you the chart. This is the chart that I provide. I am I? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I am. Did you see how many times we repeated the pronoun I? He is he? Yes, he is. No, he isn't. He isn't. He is. You see how many times we've repeated the pronoun he? Let me show you what it looks like. 3. All right. I am.
I am, I am.
Am I?
Am I?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I am.
I am.
You are.
You are.
You are.
Are you? Are you?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
No, you aren't.
No, you aren't.
You aren't.
You aren't.
You
he is.
Is he? Is he? Is he?
Is he? Is he? Is he?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
No, he isn't.
He isn't.
He isn't.
He is.
He is.
She is. She is. She is.
She is. She is. She is.
Is she? Is she? Is she?
Is she? Is she? Is she?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
No, she isn't.
No, she isn't.
She isn't.
She isn't.
She is.
She is.
It is. It is. It is.
It is. It is. It is.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
Is it? Is it? Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
It is.
It is.
We are. We are. We are.
We are. We are. We are.
Are we? Are we? Are we?
Are we? Are we? Are we?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
No, we aren't.
No, we aren't.
We are.
We aren't.
We are.
We are.
You are. You are. You are.
You are. You are. You are.
Are you? Are you? Are you?
Are you? Are you? Are you?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
No, you aren't.
No, you aren't.
You aren't.
You aren't.
You are.
You are.
They are. They are. They are.
They are. They are. They are.
Are they? Are they? Are they?
Are they? Are they? Are they?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
No, they aren't.
No, they aren't.
They are.
They aren't.
They are.
They are.
All right. So I think you can see that my students, actually that was a group of teachers we were teaching together in China. And we were teachers. There were about 13 of us teaching about 200 Chinese teachers in the Domen district near Guangdong. And we had a wonderful time. So in fairness, in the presentation, those people already spoke English. It takes a while to teach students how to use this kind of chant to learn the pronouns. But I wonder, as you listened to it, what did you think of the presentation? Can anyone share? I didn't show the physical signs yet, but
Yeah.
you just heard the presentation. What are your comments?
Richard, you had a comment that said, I'm surprised you're using contractions like aren't or otherwise. Does that confuse your students?
We spend time when I teach the pronouns and when I teach the verb to be within a matter of days, they're able to tell that I am and I'm are the same thing. That's one of the benefits of this TPR chant, is that I am and I'm are the same thing. You are and your are the same thing. Again, it is a great benefit that we knock this out now, that we don't wait until we get 5 chapters in to present contractions. So as I'm teaching I am, I begin with I am, I am, I am, and you are, and then am I, am I, am I? Yes, I am, no, I'm not, and then we get to the I'm not, and there's your contraction, and then I am. Does that help?
Yes, she said yes. Julia said she thought the presentation was invigorating. Joy asked, is there a place I can see that video clip again? My slow internet would not play it. So.
That video is on my humble YouTube channel, R. Grant English. It's one word, R. Grant English. It's one word as a YouTube channel. And you can go there and see that video again. And there are other grammar chants. We also do the grammar chant of I do, I do, I do. Do I, do I, do I? Yes, I do. No, I don't. I don't. I do. Uh, so you can find that on that also.
Maria put that in the chat for everyone.
Okay. Well, let's continue. After that presentation, I want to show you one of the benefits. Let's see if I can get it going. Here we go. This was the next morning. After that table, the gentleman sitting there was at the table. He is the director of education for the area we were working in, and that was his grandson. And we had shared the video, and his grandson in that picture, I don't know if he was 4 yet. But watch this. So here we are, we're talking about TPR. We're talking about affective filters being lowered, that people can relax and just learn the language. I say also we're informing the ear. What I mean is the ear is getting an earful and is able to distinguish a little bit later. When they hear it, they have a place to go to in order to recall what they've just heard. And isn't that little guy precious? He's pretty cute. His granddaddy calls him the boss. So, well, let's take a look more at what we were looking at. All right. In TPR for pronouns, when I say I pat my chest. So I say, I am, I am, I am. When I say you, I point and look at an individual and say, you are, you are, you are. I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. Wait, it's not working because I'm not pointing at my camera. Let's try it again. I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. So yes, I'm talking to you, not those other people. I'm talking to you. When I say he, I'm using the shape of a V and I'm indicating somebody else that I'm not looking at. It's third person, so I'm not looking at he. If I look at he, it will be you. And I think that the V shape indicates maleness because of the broad shoulders and the narrow waist. I don't know, but my students remember it. I am open to new suggestions. Better symbol, but I go, he is, he is, he is with a V. So he is, he is, he is. I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. He is, he is, he is. Do that with me. You ready? I'll say it and then you say it after. Ready? I am, I am,
I am, I am.
You are, you are, you
Are,
are.
you are.
He is, he is, he is.
He is, she is, she is.
Okay. For she, I'm going to use the hourglass. She is, she is, she is. I am concerned about the appropriateness of the hourglass, but it seems to work cross-culturally, and nobody, perhaps it's innocent enough. So I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. He is, he is, he is. She is, she is, she is. And then for it, I point to something in my hand. It is, it is, it is. So let's do that much again. I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. He is, he is, he is. She is, she is, she is. It is, it is, it is. For we, I start with myself and I say, we are, we are, we are. And I finish with myself. We are, we are, we are. I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. He is, he is, he is. She is, she is, she is. It is, it is, it is. We are, we are, we are. Then for you are, I start with the student on the far left and I go to the student on the far right. And I say, you are, you are, you are. Now, interestingly enough, you'll notice that in current usage, you plural is used for you singular as well. If I'm correct, the old language for you singular is thou art, thou art, thou art. I believe is the English singular. And yet we don't use that any longer. So actually I go from I am, I am, I am to he is, he is, he is. And I tell my students that you will only know if I'm doing you singular or you plural from the context, only from the context. Of course, in Mississippi, we have a discriminator. We say, y'all are, y'all are, y'all are. So for you then, you are, you are, you are. Let's, I'm going to add they. Now when I do they, I use my fingers and I wave them at a group in one direction. And I say, they are, they are, they are. So in the third person, I have he is, he is, he is. She is, she is, she is. It is, it is, it is. And then the plural, they are, they are, they are. Like that. So let's go through it all together. Let's see. We'll try to do it together with me. You ready? I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. He is, he is, he is. She is, she is, she is. It is, it is, it is. We are, we are, we are. You are, you are, you are. They are, they are, they are. All right. Any comments?
One was if you could show the chart again.
Okay.
Or do you have they? You can bring in that on the PowerPoint, the they. I think they is not on there.
There we go. Thank you. So they, I wave fingers at a group of people in the distance. They are, they are, they are. Never look at the third person, because when you look at the third person, they become the second person, because that's who you're speaking to. Let me see if I can navigate. There's my chart again. So you can see just doing the positive, I am, I am, I am. You are, you are, you are. He is, he is, he is. She is, she is, she is. It is, it is, it is. We are, we are, we are. You are, you are, you are. They are, they are, they are. Any other, without doing the whole chart, can you see how this might help your students to learn their pronouns?
Lana said that she used this from your session last year and that it has been revolutionary.
Oh, goodness gracious. It sure helps my students. Well, think about comments. I'm shortly after I teach them the positives, I go ahead and teach them the questions. I don't wait for the chapter on questions to teach the questions. After they know I am, I go ahead and teach them reverse word order or inverted word order. And we start doing the chants. I go ahead and inform the practice of their ear and the practice of their mouth so that we've said this so many times that by the time we get to the chapter on forming questions, it's second nature. And you know, after you form questions, there's like a page on yes, I am. And then you have to wait like 2 or 3 pages for no, I'm not. But if it's already in the mind, if it's already in the ear, it's okay. We've got it covered. So the structure chant order, we have the positive, then the question. We have the short answer, positive. I should say, I am, I am, I am. I taught you I. When I do the question, I throw my hands over like, what? So that makes the question. So it's I am, I am, I am. Am I, am I, am I? And then I use my thumbs. Yes, I am. And no, I'm not. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because in English, if you say I am, you enter it with yes, I am. And in English, if you say I'm not, you enter it with no, I'm not. Now, I know in Spanish, you can say no, I am, or yes, I'm not. And in English, we don't do that. We agree. And I teach my students that if you are, then it's yes, you are. And if you're not, then it's no, you're not. If he is, then it's yes, he is. And if he's not, then it's no, he's not. And so I use the agreeing thumbs in the TPR to teach my students the short answers. And they've learned the short answers in the chants long before we get to the chapter. Then I teach them the negative, which is just a finger wagging, a wagging finger. And then I teach the emphatic, which is yes. So it looks like this, and you can repeat after me. I am, I am, I am. Am I, am I, am I? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I'm not. I am. He is, he is, he is.
He
Is he, is he, is he?
Is he, is he?
Is he? Is he?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
No, he isn't.
He isn't.
He isn't.
He is.
He
He
is.
is.
She is, she is, she is.
She is.
She is. She is.
Is she, is she, is she?
Is she? Is she? Is she?
Yes, she is.
Yes,
Yes, she is.
No, she isn't.
No,
No,
she isn't.
She isn't.
She isn't.
She isn't.
She is.
She
She
is.
is.
It is, it is, it is.
It
Is
is.
it?
It
Is
is.
it? Is it?
Is it, is it, is it?
Is it?
Is it? Is it? Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
It isn't.
It isn't.
It is.
It is.
We are, we are, we are.
We are.
We are.
We
We
are.
are.
We are.
Are we, are we, are we?
Are we? Are we? Are we?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Yes.
we.
No, we aren't.
No, we aren't.
We aren't.
We aren't.
We are.
We are.
You are, you are, you are.
You are. You are. You are.
Are you, are you, are you?
Are you? Are you? Are you?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
No, you aren't.
No,
No,
you
you aren't.
You aren't.
You aren't.
aren't.
You are.
You
You
are.
are.
They are, they are, they are.
They are.
They are. They are.
Are they, are they, are they?
Are they? Are they? Are they?
Yes, they are.
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
are.
are.
No, they aren't.
No, they aren't.
No, they aren't.
They aren't.
They aren't.
They are.
They are.
They are.
Due to time, I'm going to run on now to, well, let me cross the structure chant benefits. Is the TPR provides doors to memory. There's plenty of repetition on these pronouns. It firmly connects the sound to the context. And it's a good way to open class. To begin your class with your students speaking English within 5 minutes when they've walked in the door, you're setting a good tone for the rest of your lesson. You're getting that door open quickly.
Richard, before you go on, you've got a couple of questions.
Sure.
One was, you are needs more than one finger pointing in the Latin cultures, right? How do you address that? That pointing in the Latin cultures?
Okay. So in Latin cultures, you have one, they have one verb for one you, and they have another verb for another you. And I have to explain, in English, we're going to use you are for all second persons. When I speak directly to someone, I'm going to use you are when I speak directly to someone. The exception, of course, is going to be in the in giving orders. I'm going to just use the verb and not include you. So if I don't say you stand up, I just say stand up, but I say it directly to you in an order. Otherwise, whether it's singular or plural, if you speak Spanish, whether it's usted or ustedes, you still use you. Now, the bigger problem I have with my Latin speakers is to remember to use the pronoun, because they're translating from Spanish, and because the verb includes the person, they don't need to use the pronoun. And I have to train them when I'm teaching this that we always use the pronoun, except in giving orders.
Richard, she said, sorry, I meant that pointing one finger is very impolite in Latin cultures. How do you address?
Oh, yes, that's right. So you can point with all your fingers. You are.
The others are, they are just asking.
Directly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The others are asking, do you incorporate facial expressions like shaking your head no when you're going, you aren't, you can do that. Yes.
I'm very expressive, so I even, and then you are also is very, use your face.
Yeah, that was all the questions.
Okay. As you practice pronouns, you can bring people to the front. I'm going to talk in just a moment about practicing TPR, but as you practice pronouns, you might say he is, he is, he is. He's Thomas. You hear Thomas is the emphasis. He is not emphasized. He's a boy. He's a boy. He's in the swimming pool. He's in the swimming pool. He is happy. He is swimming. So when we use he is, of course, we've got identity, we've got locations, we've got descriptions. He is happy. And we also use he is for present continuous tenses. Now I can go, he's Thomas. Is he Thomas? Yes, he is. Is he Robert? No, he isn't. Is he Robert or Thomas? He's Thomas. Uh, is he swimming? Yes, he is. Is he playing soccer? No, he isn't. Is he swimming or playing soccer? He's swimming. Yes, he is. Is he playing soccer? No, he isn't. No, he isn't playing soccer. He's swimming. This provides a lot of needed structure support. She is, she is, she is. She is Sandy. She is a girl. She's in the park. She is happy. She is playing soccer. She is Sandy. Is she Sandy? Yes, she is. Is she Penelope? No, she isn't. No, she isn't Penelope. She is Sandy. Is she a girl or a boy? She's a girl. Yes, she's a girl. Is she at the museum? Is she in the museum? No, she's in the park. Is she playing baseball? No, she isn't. She's playing soccer. And then I can put them together. Is in this case, we'll say, who is playing soccer? Sandy is playing soccer. Is Sandy playing soccer? Yes, she is. Is Sandy swimming? No, she isn't. Who is swimming? Thomas is swimming. So we can use these to practice. Now let me go back. I'm running like a rabbit to get all of these things in. I want to recommend to you Blaine Ray TPRS seminars. For a couple of $100, you can have a nice weekend and you can practice teaching your students basic structures. This question, a positive statement with a yes/no question, with an either or question, and then with a question word question, as a person learns to use he is and she is, comes from the Blaine Ray TPRS seminars. TPRS means total physical response storytelling. And it is as he tells the stories of Thomas is swimming and Sandy is playing soccer. The students start building the story out, including more details with more practice. When you teach TPR in a group, the teacher demonstrates, the teacher leads, and the students imitate. The teacher shows actions and the students speak. So the teacher demonstrates. I am. Well, I'm going to do it this way. The teacher demonstrates. Over, under, above, below. Now the teacher leads and the students imitate. Are you ready, students? Imitate me. Over with the fist. Over, under with the palm, above, below. Let's do that again. Over, under, above, below. Now, I show the actions and I let the students tell me what it is. What is this?
Over.
Oh, you know what? I think this is backwards, but I'll continue. Over,
Under.
under,
Above.
above,
Below.
Below.
yeah, I did it wrong. Now, show me over, under, above, below. And then finally, students practice with students. So in just a moment, I'm going to let you practice with each other. And the students then at the end volunteer to show the class. So let's look at these. We have over, under, above, below, on, in, at, over, under, above, below, on, in, at. Okay? Show me over. Show me under. Show me above. Show me below. Show me on. Show me in. Show me at. Show me under. Okay, now we all speak English, so this is relatively easy for us. Show me in. Show me above. Show me at. Okay, do it with me again. Over, under, above, below, on, in, at. All right. We were going to do breakout sessions, but I think for the lack of time, we probably need it. That at this point, I would break my students into groups and let them demonstrate to each other, and then they could test each other too. They could say, what is this? In. What is this? At. What is this? On. What is this? Under. And then after the breakout session with the students in their groups practicing this, I would ask, who wants to demonstrate? And I'm happy to say that most of them want to demonstrate. Let me demonstrate the full list, and this video will be available, and we'll make the lists available as short videos on my YouTube channel so that you can come back and refer to them. Do this with me. This is my full list of prepositions of locations. I do over, under, above, below, on, in, at, in front of, behind, beside, between, over, under, above, below, on, in, at, in front of, behind, beside, between, over, under, above, below, on, in, at, in front of, behind, beside, between. Then in my class, after I had instructed, I would build this one preposition at a time until the students were familiar with this. And then I would have them respond to a series of, in front of, okay, between, and this puts it in a certain place. Once my students learn this, interestingly enough, I've actually seen at the university in Shanghai, I've actually seen a university student taking a test, put down their pencil and go through it to find the right word, and then pick up their pencil and give the correct answer. Let me show you, for the sake of time, let me show you my question words. This is my TPR. I do the same little chant for question words, and I begin with these four. Who is what face? Who? What is what thing? When is a watch on my arm? what time, when, and then where, I use my hands to point to different locations on the floor. Where, who, what, when, where, who, what, when, where, who, what, when, where. Then when my students later in class maybe are confused and they confuse who with what, I can say, and they can correct themselves. When they can't remember when, I can just point and they can remember when as a result. So we do the same thing. I present, then they do it with me. Then I speak and they do the motions. That's correct. I speak and they do the motions. And then I do the motions and they speak. Speaking is the hardest, and so it should come last. My previous slide was incorrect. The teacher speaks and they hear first, and then the teacher does the motions and they speak. Then they can practice together, and then after that, they can volunteer to demonstrate to the class. Of course, this is not the full list. The full list would be who, what, when, where, why, how. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Who, what, when, where, why, how. How much, how many, how long. How much is uncountable, like coffee or rice or water. So my hands are cupped. How much? How many? I can count them, so I'm counting my fingers. And then how long is an expression of time, and so I pull from my watch to say how long. So the complete chant is who, what, when, where, why, how much, how many, how long. Who, what, when, where, why, how much, how many, how long. So you can say, who is playing soccer? Where is she playing soccer? How is she? Who is swimming? Who is the boy? Who is the girl? Where is the boy? Where is the girl? And so on. Well, I can't, there it is. I want to thank you for your time. As we close, I wonder if we had a lot to present, and so we didn't have a lot of interaction. I wonder questions or comments as we close.
Richard, in the chat box, you had two things. Hang on. In front, wait, I lost it. Hang on. In front of and behind is relative to where the student is sitting. That must be confusing at times.
Mm-hmm. So I've noticed that, and I don't try to correct my students. You might want to. When I'm teaching, I'm always doing it as if I'm the whiteboard. And so I'm teaching, even though I want them to learn left to right, I'm doing right to left. So I'm doing yes, I am, for example. When actually on my side, it would be yes, I am. I'm doing for them, yes, I am, so that they can read it left to right. On the in front of, I'm doing it for their benefit. Let's see, in front of, behind. What did I say before? Behind, beside, between, or I said in front of, behind, beside, between. So I'm doing the actions for their benefit.
So I think if they're doing the actions, then they realize that this is behind because they're doing the actions with you. Another, you had, thanks, so very helpful. Repetition and consistency, much like memorizing and recalling music, signs for preposition, 5 W's, personal pronouns, is our. Thank you, Richard.
Welcome.
And everybody's saying very helpful, interesting, thank you. Thank you for great helps that will stick with us all. And someone said, Natalie said, I have commonly used TPR and found it successful for all age groups.
Good. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you great success in teaching and befriending your students.
Thank you, Richard. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so our next session will be at 10:30. We'll be doing adult reading and writing, developing effective strategies with Donna Dalton. So we'll see you then. Make sure that you click on the link that goes with that session.